Home about Ocean Life Dive Team Community Blog. Edmonds Underwater Park. Our undersea backyard comes alive through photos and videos from Annie Crawley's dive team. Diving into my undersea yard by Elizabeth Zayachkovsky. For as long as I can keep in mind, I have actually been drawn to the sea. The rocky shores, rolling waves, and seemingly otherworldly marine life mesmerize me in an indescribable way. Though I enjoy tide pooling, as I enjoyed divers entering and out of the water, I understood I wanted to check out. Diving has constantly been on my radar, as my moms and dads are scuba divers, but this minute on the beach was the last push. I needed to pursue scuba diving. The friendly beach I invested a lot time at maturing, now felt like a remote memory. In spite of my worry, I knew what I needed to do. With my equipment ready and worn, I made my method into the water. I had been here hundreds of times as a kid, but I seemed like I was seeing it once again for the first time. I watched in awe as a 4-foot-long lingcod swam past. Dungeness crabs scampered along the bottom, and animals I had actually never ever seen before, like frosted nudibranchs, seemed to be everywhere. My life altered. My colleagues were standing on the coast waiting on me to emerge from my first dive. Years later, they are still there to greet me after every dive. Along with diving, I have actually continued to pursue my passion for the ocean through my studies at the University of Washington. In addition to learning about the undersea world, I've investigated numerous aspects threatening it. The knowledge of ocean preservation issues, paired with the obligation I feel towards the ocean as a scuba diver, has actually pushed me to promote for its security. Animals and plants grow here due to the fact that they are safeguarded from fishing and habitat destruction. Though Edmonds Underwater Park has actually been a marine safeguarded location for 50 years, I just realized its real importance after discovering to scuba dive. I see the life-gate benefits from the security from the healthy lingcod population, the rockfish and eelgrass beds. I emailed members of the Edmonds City Council and voiced my concerns. We collected as a dive team at the general public hearing together with other ocean-minded people from our neighborhood. It was effective to come together to protect our beach and our undersea world. It's hard to believe, but security is not just provided to our environment. We should interact and battle to secure the important things we like. This awareness has actually assisted my course of study. My hope is that more Edmonds citizens will discover and comprehend more about the fantastic underwater world we have right here in our backyard, and why we require to protect it. You can read Elizabeth's story in Planet Ocean, Why We All Required a Healthy Ocean Coming quickly. Maturing in Edmonds, young Elizabeth grew up at this beach and continues to explore it. Save Edmonds Beach. Elizabeth, in addition to Annie Crawley's dive team, stood up against proposed building and construction that would have damaged Edmonds beaches. Voices are powerful. Picture by Abby Diaz. Checking out the underwater world as a dive master, university student, and curious mind, Elizabeth likes to learn brand new things about the underwater worlds. Giant lingcod also gain from security in the park, where they rule as 4-foot-long leading predators. Abby Diaz, February 17, 2021. Edmonds Underwater Park. Comment Facebook 0, Twitter LinkedIn 00 likes. Previous take a virtual dive through Edmonds Underwater Park. About Tej Park, diving, dive group stories, species. Abby Diaz, March 29, 2021. Edmonds Undersea Park storytelling, dive team, scuba diving, types, film 1. Remark next important eelgrass ecosystems about the park, species. Abby Diaz, February 9, 2021. Edmonds Underwater Park. Species, life. Diving into my undersea backyard by Elizabeth Zayachkovsky. For as long as I can remember, I have been drawn to the sea. The rocky coasts, rolling waves, and seemingly transcendent marine life captivate me in an indescribable method. I understood the ocean as a necessary resource on our planet. As part of the class, I returned to the Edmonds beaches where I grew up to study the marine life with a new perspective. Though I love tide pooling, as I saw divers going in and out of the water, I realized I wanted to check out. During July, and the warmer summer season, it was time to lastly break the surface area. With my enjoyment, also came nerves. The friendly beach I invested so much time at growing up, now seemed like a remote memory. How can a place I've never seen before seem like home? The underwater world had been here the whole time. Today I was lastly able to see it in its full appeal. I had been here numerous times as a kid, but I seemed like I was seeing it again for the first time. The experience was unbelievable and included numerous other benefits. Through our dive group, I found a new community. My life altered. Witnessing the underwater world firsthand has actually influenced my love for diving and so far more. Only a year after my first dive, I ended up being a PADI dive master and group leader. I love being able to introduce students to the undersea world, understanding lots of will share in the same extensive experience I had. I assisted supporter for the Save Edmonds Beach campaign with our dive team and the Edmonds community. This project was a push against the proposed placement of a concrete ramp adapter that would change our waterfront and develop runoff into the park. Edmonds Underwater Park is a marine protected area. I see the life that benefits from the defense from the healthy lingcod population, the rockfish and eelgrass beds. With Edmonds so near to my heart, it saddened me to think of the damage the ramp might cause. My dive group taught me to speak out as a voice for the ocean. We collected as a dive group at the public hearing together with other ocean-minded people from our neighborhood. It was powerful to come together to secure our beach and our undersea world. Everybody knew there was something important at stake. It's hard to believe, but protection is not just offered to our environment. We need to interact and combat to secure the important things we love. This realization has assisted my path of study. It's inspired me to share my love for the underwater world with others. My hope is that more Edmonds locals will discover and comprehend more about the fantastic underwater world we have right here in our yard, and why we need to protect it. You can check out Elizabeth's story in World Ocean, Why All of Us Need a Healthy Ocean, coming soon. She keeps in mind tide pooling and developing driftwood forts as a kid with her cousins. Seems like home. Elizabeth's parents are scuba divers and she matured exploring the beach with them and riding on her father's boat. Save Edmonds Beach. Remarkable underwater life. Elizabeth knew there was more to the ocean than what she could see from land. Checking out the underwater world seems like home to her. Dungeness crab. Numerous animals take advantage of defense in the park, including the Dungeness crab. Edmonds Ferry Boat Terminal. Edmonds Underwater Park is located simply north of the Edmonds Kingston Ferry Boat Terminal, at the bottom of Main Street and heart of the city. Annie Crawley's dive group Elizabeth, Wright, found a neighborhood of enthusiastic kids, teenagers, and young adults who enjoy the ocean and are influenced to secure it. View Full's Eyes. Elizabeth is a PADI dive master and research studies environmental science at the University of Washington.